let's go ahead and jump on in. So we find ourselves in Greyhawk, the world Unearthed, the country, the Gran March. All of you have someone in common that you know. They're a friend and an acquaintance, a coworker, a compatriot by the name of Ulwith. He's a ranger. He's an explorer, and he's a tough old bastard that has seen all sorts of stuff. Former Knight of the Dispatch, and all of you know him in some way. Let's go around and tell me how your character knows Ulwith, who you are meeting in Orlane, the village of Orlane, after he sent you a letter with some exciting news. Let's start with Dave.
Okay. Algazar has a history with Ulwith going back a decade or more. In his younger years, Algazar was a mercenary, a sword for hire, a mage for hire, really. He has a sort of an innate magical proclivity that is a little bit unhinged at times, but nevertheless, he was useful. And so he and his mercenary company, Dark Sky, it was the name, were hired at some point by the Knights of the Dispatch, or some agent, perhaps, of the Knights of the Dispatch. And that's where Algazar would have run into Ulwith. The two of them, this was when Algazar, of course, was younger, so Ulwith maybe took a bit of a notice and also a bit of a liking to this young adventurous fellow, and kind of helped him perhaps see a different way, maybe seeing a way to align themselves with a purpose beyond coin and profit and conquest, and maybe something more meaningful and more heartfelt. And so there was a little bit of a emotional connection there between the two men. They grew to become good friends over time. Algazar having let's see, how shall I put this? Also become aware of some of Ulwith's family members, and sort of getting to know that family a little bit more. So he's been around for a while and has at times helped Ulwith to plan some of the adventures that Ulwith and his companions have gone on, thinking about strategy with Gwenders and Freda, perhaps balancing the odds of danger versus profit and the like. So an old drinking buddy and close personal friend.
Sweet. Let's go to Andy next.
Hey, so Han is a young 20-something guy that has a sailing background. So he's actually pretty new in the area. He has been working for a few years as a sailor and decided to jump ship in Keeland. And I would say not that long ago, maybe a few months ago. And one of the first people he met was Ulwith. Got fascinated over drinks, got fascinated with Ulwith's stories of adventure. And he has since been doing some odd jobs for Ulwith and some other local guilds in their area.
Sweet. Let's go to Nima.
So Nima is at the upper range of middle-aged. She's been doing mercenary work for decades, basically, and that's how she met Ulrich. She's basically doing like support, the the repairing of gear, in the different mercenary companies that she was with, and they kind of stayed in contact, and every now and again, they will meet and exchange stories, have some drinks, and it's always interesting because he is an explorer and he will have awesome stories to tell.
He does indeed. He does have those. And let's go lastly to Hilara.
So Hilara came upon, as she calls him, Uncle With, and she inherited this very intricate bejeweled bow from her family, the only last heirloom of her family, and she did not know how to wield it. So she traveled trying to find somebody who could be able to teach her, and she came upon Ulwith, or Uncle With. He taught her how to become a ranger. That's what she does today. She's ready to go off exploring, and he just became kind of an adoptive uncle for her. So she's been living with him. She's been hearing all of his adventuring stories and teaching her techniques on how to use her bow and how to hunt and how to become just a ranger that he used to be.
Sweet. Awesome. So all of you have received a letter, and this is not uncommon from Ulwith, because he spends weeks, months at a time in the field, sometimes alone, sometimes with Gwenders and Freda, his two former knights, who have now basically become his adventuring buddies. But he specializes in exploring the Rushmores, which are a not often traveled, extremely dangerous, 15,000 square miles of just boggy moorland, mist-covered, crawling with monsters and all sorts of bad stuff. But there are also ancient ruins in those moors that have not really been explored that well. And that was one of his passions. And so, like I said, he would spend weeks or months at a time in the field. But when he would come back to civilization, he would often send letters out to his friends and basically have a reunion party, and have people come out. He would buy everything. He would get your rooms, your drinks, your meals, and he basically reminisce, talk about what you've been up to while he's been gone and what he's been up to while he's been off exploring dangerous ruins. And so you've received a letter, like you've probably received in the past, some of you, to meet him in the town of Orlane. Some of you might have been through Orlane. If you've been to the west, to the Grand Duchy of Jeff, you've probably passed through Orlane. It is the capital of the barony of Farvale, which is the barony that abuts the Grand Duchy of Jeff. And to the word capital probably is very generous, because what it is a very bucolic village that has a pretty dark past, and some of you might know of that. In any case, you find yourselves riding in. The road that takes you there goes through grasslands and pastures, and soon you see farms. And finally, as the sun is starting to set, you see the town of Orlane. There's a few buildings clustered around a mill pond, and a stream runs through it. As you ride into town, or walk into town, however you happen to be getting to town, you notice that a lot of the buildings, and some of you who have been here in the past, a couple years, have already seen this, but a lot of the buildings are boarded up. They're abandoned. Their yards are overgrown. And it seems like this town is recovering from something. Those of you who don't know the history. But you make your way to the place that your friend Ulwith told you that he would be meeting you. He said he's already arranged for your rooms, and that he would be happy to see you. He is probably already there. And it is called the Foaming Inn of the Foaming Mug. And we're going to switch maps. Let's go there now. And as you arrive, you see that the inn's already lit up. You hear the noises inside of a few people eating, probably getting dinner. And you all walk on in. And you see there's about 10 people in the tap room. This young lady is grabbing some drinks and walking over to this table. The table to your right, at a quick view, you look around the tap room. There appears to be a family to your right that has got a couple of kids. They're eating their dinner. You see a halfling straight ahead in front of the bar, accompanied by a half-elven woman. You see the bartender behind the bar getting some food ready. You see a half-orc at the end of the bar. He looks in your direction, scowls, and drinks his mead. And then you see an older woman in the corner with a carafe of wine that she is slowly making her way through. What would you guys like to do?
Jose, do I recognize anybody in this tavern?
Have you been here before?
This is a rebuilt or a new built?
It is. So you've been through Orlane before. You know that this is this Foaming Mug Tavern. Give me a history check, actually.
Okay.
And we all rolled in together, right? We kind of like met before.
Yes, I would say you guys have met before. Yeah. You have
17 total.
17 total? Okay. So this inn, with the troubles that happened about 3 years ago at this point, at that time, this inn was completely abandoned because of what went down here. And what went down here was the inn was attacked during the troubles in Orlane, and everybody was killed. They put up a fight against the cultists, but everybody that was in this inn at the time of the attack did not make it out. And so the inn went abandoned. The owners had obviously been killed. The inn was boarded up and abandoned for a few years. And with a 17, you know that a young couple from out of town has purchased it in the past year or so, and has clearly renovated it. As you walked up, you did see some of the new plaster, some of the new windows, some of the new thatch on the roof. And they've done, there's still some work to be done. They're still working on getting the stables back, but they've done a fairly competent job. The place is cozy again.
I'll sort of look over at Nima. At least the elders of the council had enough foresight to rebuild the tavern first. The rest of this town, however, is in need of much love. Can I buy you all a drink?
Yeah, I'll definitely take a drink. Thanks.
All right.
Var, I will take a drink.
Pick a table. Sit at it.
Let's find a table with a good view of the room and the doors, please.
Yes, and if you see Ulwith...
Yeah, Han is going to grab
Signal.
this corner table over here.
Okay. Awesome. Maybe over there. Cool. All right. You see the people look over as you walk in, and some of them look at you a little bit longer than others. You see the bartender sort of wave at you and sort of nod as you take that corner table, and this young woman walks over. So, what can I get you?
Round of ales.
Round of ales. She says, "We don't have ale, unfortunately, but here you go." And she points at the menu that's sort of hanging behind the bar.
No ale. This is dire times.
Which is right there. There's your menu.
Ah.
Cider. And some pie. Cider and pie. I think that sounds amazing.
That does sound good.
I'll try some of the cider.
How is the bilberry pie this time of year? Are bilberries even in season?
She says that's quite wouldn't be on the board if it wasn't. There's no would it. No, it's quite good. It's quite good if I do
Insight
say so
check.
myself.
Insight check.
Okay.
Do I believe her?
What'd you get on your insight check?
13.
Yeah. It's in season. She says it's
Bilberry
quite good.
pie for me as well, then.
Right? Anything to drink?
I'll take your wine and your slow roasted hog. But you said slow roasted. Does that mean you put it on and it's slow roasted then, or it's already slow roasted and?
Oh no, it's been
I need to
roasting.
know.
It's been roasting all day. It's on a spit in the back there. Yeah. We'll just take
I
a
have to ask because we've been traveling and I'm a little hungry.
She's a bit particular about her hog roasting.
well,
Oh.
hopefully this
Can I
will
say?
this will pass muster then.
Don't worry, she's not a food critic, and I'll just sort of wink as if she is a food critic.
Cider and some of that hog, please.
Cider and hug coming right up then. And she scooches off to the back there. As you guys put your order in, you see the two people standing in front of the bartender. They seem to be finishing up their drinks. They seem to be talking to the bartender and making their way in this direction. They've settled up. They're looking at you as they walk towards the front door. The one on the left is a halfling. He's wearing a tabard with a symbol on it. You roll me a religion check. I'll tell you what it is.
Who do you want to roll?
Anybody who wants to
Religion.
know.
Oh, okay.
15 for Algazar.
Okay.
Just 10.
Okay.
For Han.
We're not even going to mention it. She's clearly distracted.
I want food.
It's the pie, isn't it?
Awesome.
It's absolutely the pie.
Algazar, you see as they walk in your general direction, the halfling male is wearing a tabard with the symbol of Arvarine on it, which is the halfling defender, the guardian of the halflings, basically. And the woman is also, she has a prominent holy symbol hanging from her neck, and that is the symbol of Beret, who is the goddess of basically the hearth, home, family, agriculture, and she's known as the protector of the hearth. You notice that this is a fairly young lady, but that symbol, the way she's wearing it, what she's wearing, seems like she is a priestess of this goddess, and she's also carrying, she's wearing a fairly simple woven dress and a linen shirt, but she's carrying a heavy truncheon on her waist. And they both walk in your direction as they're walking out, and the halfling nods at you.
I'll nod back at the halfling and say, a bit far from the green fields, aren't you?
He nods and he smiles at you, and he steps up to the table with his head is basically all that you can see over it, and he goes, well, these are my green fields now, laddie. He goes, I'm Constable Ruskin, and you might be?
Oh, Constable. We are hungry and weary from our travels, indeed.
Indeed. Adventurers are you?
Perhaps.
He goes, we get a lot of those around here. He goes, he looks over back towards the bar. Hewitt's been targeting that demographic, if you will. He's open later than anyone else in town. Really, he's not got that much competition. Yeah, well, glad to see his business thriving.
Seems as though he's got the vibe, the copious spilled flagons of ale, stains on the floor, and the like.
He does indeed. As you say that,
Prices are a bit high as well, I should say.
give me a perception check as you say that.
13.
13. You note that where you're sitting, as you say that there's a little rug there by the entrance. Peeking out from the edges of the rug, you see a stain that looks darker than the other stains on the taproom floor that you can see.
Have you had much trouble in town in the past, well, since the incident 3 years ago, Constable? Some violence, perhaps?
Oh, well, nothing really to speak of. I've only been in the position for about a year now. They didn't have a constable for a while there, but, well, luckily now they've got me. And the young woman is sort of standing there. She's sort of, she was about to make her way out, but then she wanted to listen in on the conversation.
I'll turn to the table. You see, young Han, this town was the site of a terrible incursion. A cult, as it were. Isn't that right, Constable?
A cult?
Well, that's my
fun.
understanding. I wasn't here at the time, but yes, it's a terrible thing. Some of the locals, I don't like talking about it, but
Naturally.
well, I'll just say it was very trying for the town. Lots died, and lots of families torn apart. It's really a terrible, terrible time. But those are passes. That's been 3 years now, and well, the town's recovering quite nicely, I should say. And the woman that is standing next to you, you get a look at her, and she's got a scar on her upper lip that runs along it. She's very pretty other than that scar, and right above the map there's some portraits of the people that you see in the tap room. And she, like I said, she's got the symbol of beret on her necklace. And she looks at you and she says, yeah, we won't have anything more like that happening again in this town.
It would be a tragedy to think such unfortunate events could be waged upon a town in more than once. Is it just you, Constable, or do you have a force at hand to protect the people should something unforeseen happen?
Oh, well, it's just me running the day today. Bailiff Emrys, he's the Baron's man, but this town is, I'm sure, as you know, the town's autonomous. We take care of our own business. There's the barracks, but the soldiers aren't very often there. They're often on patrol throughout the barony, so we don't see them that often. But we get enough traffic, and the people of the town, the wolves that are left, know how to take care of themselves. I'll say that.
You are a wonderful source of information, sir. I'm sure we may have more questions for you either now or later. I'll look to the party.
He gets a gander at each of you, takes especially at the Goliath, who sort of, as he's standing there, he looks up at Nima, who's sitting down, and he says, well then, of course, if you have any questions, you can happen to stop by the constabulary. It's right down the road. And other than that, good luck to you, whatever you're here for.
Constable, before you depart, I have a question for you. Are there any other individuals in town, I don't know, of leadership positions that we should perhaps be aware of to pledge gratitude, perhaps?
Leadership? You mean like the mayor?
Yes. Who's in charge of the politics in this town?
Oh, well, like I said, we've got Bailiff Emrys Middleton. He is the Baron's man. He's in charge of the barracks and the soldiers there, and he takes care of all the taxes, that sort of thing. and then the mayor is right across the way there. What was his name again?
Constable, you've been here for more than a year. You should remember the mayor's name.
You would think.
Deep into your cups, it would appear.
It's one of those nights.
he gives you the Baron's name because, damn it, it's not.
That's right. We got the Baron.
He gives you the Baron's name, or the mayor's name rather. The Baron doesn't live in town. The Baron has an estate many miles from here, but he doesn't have much to do with the town. Like I said, the town itself is autonomous. We take care of our own business within the town limits. But
well, as you can see, my companions here are quite capable, and I'll gesture towards my friends. If there's anything you should need, I don't know how long we'll be in town, but if there's anything you should need, don't hesitate to reach out. And where is the best place in town to stay these days?
You know that you have rooms here.
We have rooms here.
Yes.
Are the rooms good here?
Oh, as far as I know, I've never stayed personally, but I don't understand if Hewitt or his wife have had any complaints.
Very well.
Nima will look at Algazar and say, "You know, we slept worse. As long as there's beds with no bed bugs, that's better than the ground, the rocks, and the roots."
This is true, Nemo, but my back is older than I look, and it does appeal to me to have a nice, comfortable place for repose. But yes, I'm sure anything will do.
As well.
Well, in my case, who needs sleep?
Yes, of course. You bring that up all the time, Hilara, and it's hilarious.
I have to hold that against you, Czar, because you've been at your age and having to rest longer.
Now, I'm still capable of showing you a thing or two.
Ruskin kind of elbows you in the knee. He sort of subtly and nods at you like he's like, "I got you. I heard that." He's smiling at your joke, and he goes, "Well, enjoy your meal. Like I said, if there's anything you need from me, I'm right down the road." And
thank you.
He makes his way out. And
hey, madam. I'll nod to Cirili.
She's maybe 20, but she's her station seems to be higher than somebody of her age would have normally. But she's the whole time you guys were talking, she was taking all of you in, and you get a sense that she doesn't miss much. The way she was looking at all of you and maybe what weapons you were carrying, that sort of thing. But she says, "Good night to you. Enjoy your meal."
Thank you.
And she walks out. On your way in, there was one temple that you could see sort of on the hill at the edge of town, and that was a temple to Beret. That is one thing you did notice before the sun went down. To your right, you see the family is chatting amongst themselves. The two kids are arguing over a toy, and the bartender is chatting with this half-orc that's sitting at the end of the bar, and he's giving you all the stink eye. The half-orc is. The old lady seems oblivious to anything going around her. She's making her way through that carafe of wine, and after a while, your food comes out, and she delivers food. She says, "Here you go," and she names all the plates as she puts them down, puts your ciders down, puts your wine down, and says, "Oh, by the way, I'm Eunice. If you need anything else, just let me know." He goes, "And that's my husband, Hewitt."
Thank you, ma'am. I'll slide some coin across the table to pay for the spread.
Yeah, thanks. This looks great.
She takes it, puts it in her apron.
How has business been, ma'am? Since the events 3 years ago?
Oh, well, I mean, it's been good. We weren't here when that happened. My husband and I bought the property about a year and a half ago now. We've been renovating it and just opened up last year, actually. It's been quite good, quite good. Well, with the Golden Grain Inn, are you familiar with the history then?
Indeed. I've been here before the events.
Says, well, the Golden Grain Inn, as you know, well, it's no longer there. It's a ruin now, with all the nastiness that happened there. And well, we've got this one, we've got the Slumbering Serpent, but my husband said let's cater to the caravans and the adventurers that like to make their way from Hook Hill to Hawkok. So here we are. We've done very well for ourselves. Thank you very much.
The word has traveled of this place. We were told to come here on our arrival.
Oh, did you? Who recommended us?
Well, I can't recall the name, but let it be known that you've created a bit of a reputation for yourselves.
Oh, well, it's good to know. It's good to know.
If only the rest of the town could catch up. I've noticed that there are many boarded up buildings and still yet to be occupied.
Yes.
People still worried?
Oh, well,
investors and the like?
It's a bit of a mixed feeling in this town. I will say that. She says she sort of looks over her shoulder and kind of takes a squat next to your table and says, the town was as you seem to know, well, the town was saved by adventurers, probably much like yourselves, but in the process, unfortunately, many of the residents were killed through no fault of their own, from my understanding. But those adventurers, you cannot escape the fact that the adventurers were the ones that were doing the killing, even though what's that?
They killed the townsfolk?
She said she says this cult took over their minds. You see, they took over their minds and they turned against their own families, and so when the adventurers came through, they had to kill them. Now, some people understand that, intellectually they know that what happened had happened, but some, still remember their spouses or their children being killed in front of them. And well, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you what kind of impression that probably is stuck with a lot of people in the town. Well, there's a few of the residences are still abandoned, but we have been having people move back into town. She looks over towards the family. She says, the Trevanters there, they're looking at a property here in the town. As a matter of fact, they're on their way through, but they're staying here for a few days while they look at the possibility of buying some property here. So so hopefully the town's on its way back. It's been 3 years, like I said, but well, we've got this place and it's doing well, and some of the others there as well. Sure, we still have some abandoned houses, but it takes time.
There you have it, Han. Perhaps a investment opportunity for you in the future. It seems as though there's opportunity aplenty here. You'll have to apologize for my young companion's frankness in his questioning, but we apologize if there was any apologize if there was any connection to your kin with the tragedy that happened. Of course.
She says, "Oh no, I have no problem talking about it. We're not from here. We just understood that there was an opportunity after the fact, and so well, we came and got this in for a song, really. I hate to be the one who take advantage of the tragedy, but why not?
Someone's got to open a tavern and an inn and run it.
Indeed,
it might as well be you and your husband.
If it wasn't for us, it'd still be abandoned and boarded up. So
At that point, you'll see Halara kind of like turn herself from the table and kind of like put her hand up, mumbling to herself. And you'll probably hear her say, "No, this is a nice place. No, we're not destroying it. No, silence. I said silence. She'll turn back and just kind of like get back into the conversation.
The young lady Inez kind of looks at you and, oh, okay. She looks at Han. What is Han eating?
He's eating the hog, the roast pig.
She says, how's the hog?
It's great. I'm really enjoying it.
Delicious.
Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It's delicious. Stop.
And the place
Delicious.
the place looks great too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
There's more alcohol and food stains than blood stains. That's a good sign in my book.
As you say that, her foot kind of takes the rug and covers up the little stain that's peeking out from beneath it.
It's always a good sign.
Vomit.
Just saying.
We're good. There's no vomit. And then she'll like pat Hilara's hand, like give her the eyebrow.
She says,
Yes.
and we'd love to keep it that way. Well, let me know if you need anything else. And
Yes, thank
thank
you.
you.
and she says, will you be needing rooms? I forgot to ask.
Oh,
I will be
I think-
sleeping outside, but I really don't need sleep, so
I think
Thanks,
our
but
rooms are
it's not
covered
needed.
already.
Oh, they're covered.
From
Yes,
what I
they would be
understand.
under the name Ulwith.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So let's see. She walks back to the bar and then comes back with a slip of paper and she says, Algazar, Hilara, Han, and Nima? Is that you then?
Correct. That is indeed.
Oh,
I
they're
told
good.
Uncle With not to get me a room. He knows how I like to sleep outside.
well, they're two doubles. And she takes from her apron, she takes 2 keys and she puts them on the table. Rooms 5 and 6 upstairs. They each have a pitcher of water, a bedpan, all the necessities. Let me know if you need anything else.
We certainly will.
We will. Thank you.
She walks back. To
Refills.
refills.
Coming.
She nods, and she yells over at her husband, who starts pouring that from the cask. And she's talking to the family, and as she's doing that, the 2 kids wander over. They seem to have finished their meal and are bored, and they walk over to you guys. You see the young girl. She's got like some sort of fidgety metal thing in her hand, some sort of maybe toy or a belt buckle or something. Can't tell what it is, but you see the young man has a toy knight that he's playing with. It's got joints and everything, and he walks over and he's like, "Are you a giant?" She says to you, Nima.
Oh, little one. Kind of sits up even bigger.
You're a
Almost.
little one?
I am a Goliath. Part giant.
Wow.
You are a little one. I called you little because,
How can I be part giant?
well, sadly, dear, that's how you're born. It's one of those things. I know it's so annoying, but you know what? You can get into spots I can't get into. They're
look-
pretty cool, aren't they?
He looks resentfully over at his parents. Yeah. and the little girl, and then he kind of nods at your last statement. He's like, "Yeah, that's true. That's true. My dad says that all the time. I get in trouble." And the young girl, she's pretty quiet, but she's kind of big eyes and just looking at all of you around the table.
What are your names?
The young boy says, "I'm Reese, and this is Winnie."
Oh, aren't dogs darling? So like, no, they're just children. Stop.
And when he walks over to Algazar and kind of
Yes.
she kind of squints at you, and then she like puts her finger out towards your clasp, your cloak clasp,
I will. As she points it, I'm gonna use light cantrip to make it just sparkle for just a second.
Whoa! They both, their eyes both bug out. Whoa!
Is there something I can help you with, dear? Did you say Winnie? Was it?
Huh? She says, I like buckles and clasps, and that's a pretty one.
Ah, yes. Yes, I've had this for a long time, and he'll touch it for a moment.
Is that a crow skull?
It is indeed. You are very smart for a young child.
Mm-hmm. My mommy says so.
I bet.
You see her playing with what looks like probably a cloak clasp. Now that you're looking at it, now that she's closer, and she's just sort of fidgeting with it. She goes, "I got one too. I got a clasp too."
That is quite beautiful, and I will make that one sparkle as well with the light cantrip.
Okay. She's like, "Whoa!" She shoves it in her brother's face. Check it. He's like, "Can you do the same thing to my knight?" And he holds his knight up.
Let me try. And I'll look at him for a minute, and then I'll wink, and it will flicker with some brilliant light.
Sweet. And he starts running over back to his parents. Mom, Dad, look at this. And when he just kind of sits there looking at her sparkly cloak clasp, give me a perception check. Those of you who are Alcazar, but anybody else who wants to as well.
Ooh, 4.
Horrible.
Sweet.
Oh, that's a nat 20 for me.
Nice.
Heyo.
11. Not as bad as I thought it would be.
Nima?
It was 4.
4? Sweet.
Blueberry pie, clearly.
Hilara, you see that clasp that she's holding, and it is really intricate. It's really nice, and it seems to have some sort of script on it. What languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, Giant, Goblin, and Orc.
You recognize the script on it as Draconic.
Oh, did I get a good look at it while she was up here?
You got, what'd you get? You rolled a natural 20?
Mm-hmm.
You got a fair look at it. It looks like it's Draconic. It looks like it might be a maybe a name, or maybe somebody's personal signet. But the clasp itself is really, really well made and really nice.
Is she still there? Did she run over with her brother?
She's still there.
I'll bend down and I'll say, "That's your clasp is beautiful. Did you say your parents got it for you?"
Huh? Daddy bought it. Daddy bought it from a nice man who was staying here.
Oh, did you happen to see the nice man?
Huh? He had a beard, and he was very tan.
Was very tan? Was he old, or did you look? I point to Algazar. Did he look like this guy?
Huh? Maybe a little older.
Oh, okay. Well, your daddy got you a very beautiful clasp. You should definitely, absolutely take care of it.
Oh, I will. And she goes, it's nice meeting you. And she runs back to her parents. Enos comes back with your refills.
Thank you, Enos. This is very good. You have good patrons here. This is good business on a night like tonight.
Oh, it is indeed. It is indeed. Well, as I said, we're quite fortunate. She says she looks over her shoulder. The half-orc is still glaring daggers in your general direction. And she says, "Don't mind Garen. He was here during the Troubles. He lost his wife and his child."
You mean the half-orc there at the end of the bar that's staring daggers at us?
That's the one, yes.
But why is he staring daggers at us?
Well, let's just say it wasn't the cult who killed his family. I mean, I guess it was in a way, but it was the adventurers, you know.
You see, Hilara, there was the troubles, and the adventurers came to this town to put down the cult having taken over the townsfolk. So many of the townsfolk were slain. If you could please refill whatever the half-orc's drinking on my tab, please.
Oh, well, of course.
We intend to avoid any conflict at as well as we can, at least.
He can be a bit surly, but he knows better than to start anything here. He goes,
Is he
but
affiliated with any of the organizations in town, governmental or otherwise, constable and whatnot?
oh no, he's the town carpenter.
Carpenter. Oh, good to know.
Yes,
Han,
yes.
for when you start your business here in town, perhaps you could hire the man to build you
Business?
your dojo or whatever you always talk about.
I suppose I would need a carpenter for that.
Indeed.
I'm only any good with leather tools.
That is an important skill, Han. Don't belittle the fact.
Garen's been quite busy.
Unless I make the dojo entirely leather, you know. But
That would be
Or
strange.
metal. I can help.
That would
with the
probably get
metal, but
expensive.
Yeah.
Metal and
Wood.
leather. I like it.
Metal and leather. Well, if you need any wood, Garen's a man. He's helped us quite a bit in this place.
Is he a
She
lumberman
points-
as well?
Well, he does it. He does it all. Yes. He's actually looking for a new apprentice. As a matter of fact. Yes, he did. As he starts pointing out the different floor planks and the different things that he's done in this tavern. And she says, "Yeah, his shop's just right behind us. He's quite good, but a bit surly, especially when it comes to adventures. So give him a little bit of grace. I'll make sure to fill him up and tell him. Who should I tell him?
Just
Send it-
us here in the corner.
All right, very good. Can I get you anything else? Do anything else for you?
No, the hog was sublime. The wine was immaculate, and your service was amazing. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. And if you're going to be on the road after this, we do have hardtack for the travels after you depart. And that's the kind of thing that usually they sell at like the general store in town, but they're selling it here. And she says, "Right, very good. You're welcome to go to your rooms whenever you like." Or
Ma'am,
Yes?
before you depart, I'd like to give my gratitude for the service, but also portraying yourselves as a bit of a adventurers tavern. Would there be anyone here right now currently that is also from out of town? And as a corollary to that, if one was looking for adventure work, rumors, perhaps odd jobs in the sort, where might they look?
Well, that's a good question. She says, we have a post board. She points to the post in the middle of the room. She says, sometimes they'll leave if somebody needs work done of that nature. They'll put something up on that post. But I've got to say, most people just are passing through. Adventurers pass through. Caravans pass through. Not much in the way of adventure here in town. Ever since the cult was taken care of.
Good. That's good to hear.
That's good for us. Yes. She says, but we do have quite a few. As you so keenly noted, we do cater to that clientele. We do have adventurers much like yourselves come through here from time to time and regale us with tales of their adventures in the Rushmores and the dim forest and such. It's really fascinating. It's a part of the perk of the job, if you will. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll be on my way. Please let me know if you need any more drinks for the night or more dessert. But I'll leave you to it.
Thank you again.
Thank you. As she walks away, just talking with her husband. What would you guys like to do? Oh, you when you asked her about anybody in particular, did you want to be any more specific, or?
I mean, Algazar, are you referring to?
Yeah.
I think Algazar was just wondering if there were any other sort of unfamiliar faces in the crowd. You know, he's asking if there were any non-locals, basically other adventurers tonight.
Sure. According to your, as far as you know, the letter that was sent to you from Ulwith, he said he was getting your rooms here because he's also staying here.
Okay, and we have not seen him yet, obviously.
You have not seen him yet, no.
Okay, all right. I think once the meal is finished and maybe the drinks are consumed, Algazar would probably kind of nod to his companions and pull out a pipe and step up and I'm going to step out into the night air and have a smoke. If anyone would like to join me, please do. Otherwise, I imagine Han and I will be bunking together. Han, try not to snore as much this time.
I would love
That's
to
news
join
to
you
me.
for a smoke.
That would be wonderful, Hilara.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
wouldn't mind getting some air.
Sure.
And Nima, would you like to join us outside?
I think I'm actually gonna check out the room since Solara's not gonna be there. I'm gonna push those beds together so I have a little bit more space.
Yes, you did seem
Yes,
to luck
indeed.
out in the arrangements.
Nima and Algazar, in your work as mercenaries, would you have worked with merchant caravans?
Likely. You know, that's a great
Yeah.
place to start, you know, as you're getting a reputation and a name. So they would have escorted and provided security. Yeah.
Yeah, for Nima, especially through the mountains, since she's stone giant part of
Yes.
Goliath. So that's probably where she would have started too.
All right.
So, yes.
As this family is finishing up about the same time you guys are getting up from your table, and this gentleman who is immaculately dressed, his beard and hair coiffed to a T, and his wife follows behind him, but they seem to be making their way towards the stairs to go upstairs, and she's wrangling the kids, and the man looks in your direction and he goes, "You look familiar about here. Were you a caravan guard at one point?" She's looking at you, Nima.
I've been guarding a lot of things over the years. You need to be a little bit more specific.
He gives you the caravan name and a route, and you do recognize that you probably have worked for that caravan
Right.
before.
And how long ago would that have been?
Probably 6 months or so.
Yeah, then she would still remember that pretty well.
He goes, "Yes, you were quite good. I was a part of that caravan." He goes, Tabin Travanter, pleasure to meet you. You did a fantastic job." He sticks his hand out to shake yours.
Yep. She will be a little gentle, with her bigger hand and grab it and be like, well met.
He says, "Yeah, were you coming off of a job just now?"
Oh,
He goes,
you're
I
always...
didn't hear any horses outside."
No, we're not on a job right now. This is, more of a social visit. But as in my line of work, you always coming off a job,
Well,
Well, I'm always looking for good help, and you all seem to be quite competent. So keep you in mind. Will you be in town long?
Oh, at least for a couple of days. We'll have to see, what happens afterwards.
Good. My wife and I are looking at properties in the area because I'm a merchant, textiles, and he sort of this with his doublet, which is a very very nice quilted doublet, and he says, "On our way to Hook Hill." He goes, "Well, I'll keep you in mind. It was a pleasure to meet you." And he nods to everybody else. And he and his wife and the kids that she's finally wrangled go upstairs.
I have a question for Halara.
Yes.
When you're having these sort of conversations with yourself, is this something that we are aware of, that we know about, or is this something that's new that we're just seeing?
It's probably something that you maybe have seen little snippets of here and there, but they're becoming more frequent. She's had them mainly in private, and now they're becoming more out in the open. So new to y'all.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. It is just down to the tavern couple and the old lady in the corner and Garen and you guys. Ines starts cleaning off this table.
Yeah, I'm outside having a smoke at this point,
With
enjoying the
Halara?
night air. Yep.
Sweet.
And I think Han
And
came out
Han?
with us as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nima, you're going up to the rooms? All right. I'm going to put Nima upstairs.
You go to your room.
Go to
And now everybody downstairs will hear her moving furniture. It's like stomp.
So that's hilarious. The hallway is lit with some lamps hanging from the big beams. It looks like the upstairs holds up. There's about 9 rooms up here. Yours are 5 and 6, and your key opens up this room. You put those 2 beds together to fit yourself in, and it's a pretty nice room.
She will probably settle down and do some mending, some fixing. There's always a bookful that needs mending.
Sure, and you can actually hear your companions right outside the window because you're literally right above them. And you guys are outside. It's pretty quiet. You can see across the way from where you guys are standing is a farmhouse. It looks like it's been repaired to some extent, but it looks like it was in disrepair for a good long time before that. But you do look around, you do see that Enos was right about the town. It seems that some of the buildings that were abandoned for a long time are being reclaimed, and the town is slowly on the mend. You guys are taking in your pipe. It's very quiet. You hear the crickets.
Yeah, Han is kind of like pacing back and forth, kind of like he just has a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna, Algazar is smoking anyway. I don't know if Halara is, but while they're doing that, he's just gonna entertain himself by hopping up on this like horse bar.
Yep.
Just kind of doing balancing and just kind of physically fidgeting, I guess you could say.
Right.
He's just moving around a lot.
Are you anxious, Han, about something?
I mean, this town is a little weird, wouldn't you say? And he's just kind of like balancing along this bar.
Dark history, no doubt, but strange in what way?
I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't make it
I
less
guess it's
strange,
coming
Shalara,
back,
to
you
be
know.
fair.
It's true.
Still,
strange
a little,
like strange.
little
They go
quiet, a
hand
little
in
boarded
hand
up.
sometimes.
Well, they're in the process of recovering from a massive tragedy, no doubt. But is there something else that's troubling you, Han? You seem more agitated than normal.
No, maybe it's just some nerves or something.
Well, it's been a bit of time without work, but don't worry, man. There's plenty of downtime to be had as an adventurer, but something our way comes something good. If Ulwith has brought us here, then that means that there's likely to be some sort of work for us.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see him tonight. When's he supposed to get in?
It's unclear, but we may see him yet this evening. It's unknown when Ulwith will arrive. Ulwith always arrives when they intend to.
Your understanding is that he already, because he got rooms for you guys, he obviously had to have been here to do that. And so your understanding is that he already has a room here. Has you've experienced before, if you've met him before at a different town, that's what he usually does. Is he usually meets you. He's usually here when you arrive.
It's very unusual. My uncle, he would have greeted us already, which I find very peculiar. The only strange thing I find about this town so far. But Han, if Halara will put her hand on his shoulder. If you have anything that your gut is not agreeing with, just let us know.
Is it possible
I'll be sure to do that.
Is it possible that Ulwith has already taken his night? I do find it odd as well, now that you mention it, Halara, that he was not here to greet us.
I guess in the past, I usually... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you started. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I usually see him, like, at the bar or something, you know? I guess I figured that's where he'd be, but...
I feel like Inez would have told us that he had already retired to his room if he was here.
That's what I had anticipated as well. I just assumed, based on that conversation with the proprietress, that Ulwith was not here yet. But
she didn't address it.
Yeah,
but she wasn't asked point blank about him either.
Knowing Ulwith, I wouldn't be too concerned. I mean, he is a great adventurer and knows how to care for himself. This town seems, if anything, dull. I don't imagine there's a whole lot of trouble to get into here.
No. Don't jinx it.
I'll be quite honest with you, Halara. I would be welcoming a bit of excitement.
Yes, I would actually have to agree with you on that. I've been getting a little uncomfortable in my own skin. I need some... I want to shoot my bow. I want to avenge something. I want to battle something. This traveling, this uneventful traveling is getting a little old.
Well, here then, and I will reach into my pack and pull out an apple. Avenge this apple, and I will throw it up into the air for you to shoot at it.
I immediately get out my longbow and I knock an arrow to shoot it.
Shoot. So she is really fast and gets that bow out and knocks the arrow and shoots it faster than you would have thought possible. Roll me to hit.
Okay. Let's see. That's going to be a 23.
23. You nail the apple right out of the air. One Macintosh down. It goes flying across.
Now,
with a 23, you shoot it hard enough that it arcs up. You hit it, and then it lands on the roof of the farmhouse across the way, with an apple stuck to it.
Nice shot.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
But, you should know me by now. One is too easy. That's beginner's level. You
Well,
want
then-
to give me a challenge, multiple.
I'm going to reach back into my into my pouch, and I'm gonna pull out
We're
another.
gonna need more than one if we're redecorating the place over there.
I'm gonna pull out 2 apples, and I'm gonna throw one up in the air, and I'm gonna shout Halara, and then I'm gonna throw another one at about eye level towards Han. Han!
Han will whip out his blowgun and just put a dart through it.
Roll me to hit.
Yeah. 14.
14.
That is
Mhm.
a plus. Okay, that would be 19 to hit.
All right. Both of you, Halara, you hit the apple barely, but you were able to hit it out of the air. And Han, your dart goes through the apple and sticks out the other side of it as it lands on the ground, also in the yard of this farmhouse across the way.
And I'll just very loud, Algazar is like, bravo, bravo. Finally, a bit of excitement. Just loud enough for Nima to hear it from up above us.
Nima, you hear your companions downstairs having a blast for some reason in the
Should
next
probably
to the horse
snort.
trough.
Children. Sharpening.
Standing on the horse
Battle
post,
tides, doesn't it, Czar?
Han is probably a little too close to the window.
Oh God.
You the Enos pokes her head out. Everything okay?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we're just
yeah,
having a
yeah,
bit
we're
of
just-
fun.
She looks across the way and she says, "Now, where'd those apples come from?"
Would you like an apple? And I'll go, Enos, and I'll throw it to her.
You throw it at her face.
No, I just kind of like lob it to her. I'm not
Lob
like
it.
pitching it at her. Yeah.
Right. She definitely grabs it out of the air.
Well done, Enos. Well done.
She says, she bows, smiles. Thank you. It was, I'm usually the one serving up the food. She takes a bite of it.
Well, we don't need to keep up the entire neighborhood. Perhaps we'll retire, but yes.
She says, please, just mind your arrows, would you? We just got that roof replaced. That's
Of course.
Yes, of course. I do apologize.
it's all right.
Traveling can sometimes be a little boring and tiresome, and a little bit of entertainment, keeps us lively.
Indeed. She says, if there's anything else I can get you or do for you?
I think she means for us to call it a night. And I will sort of nod to my friends and be like, well, I hope tomorrow brings more than apples to fight.
Yes, indeed.
Enos, before you go, our friend Ulwith, have they already arrived and taken their rest, or are they not yet here?
As you're asking her this, her husband is walking out. Looks like his, maybe his shift is over or something, as he sort of makes his way out and looks at you all and nods. And he hears you say that, and she replies, "Oh, well, he had he's got a room upstairs. He's been in and out."
Which
We had
room
some,
which
you
room are they
say-
staying in?
right across from yours.
Okay.
Did you happen to see if he was headed out before we came in?
I don't. She looks at Hewitt, and Hewitt just kind of shrugs. Well, I've kept track of them, and she says, "It's hard to say. I've been very busy. He might have made his way out. He had some friends or something in town that had a home nearby, but he was anxious, or rather, he was waiting for you, I believe. In any case, yes, he has a room upstairs, across the way from yours, as I said."
Well, perhaps we'll call upon him before we retire. Thank you very much for the hospitality. Hewitt, Enos, this is a wonderful place. I wish you the best of luck.
You're quite welcome. And she goes back, and Hewitt nods and says, "Thanks very much." And he goes to that farmhouse that you were shooting at and opens the door, goes in. You see some lanterns turn on.
I'm going to head back. I'm going to go up the stairs to the rooms, but I'm going to stop at the room across from ours, and I'm just going to knock on the door to see if Ulwith is in.
Sure.
Ulwith, are you there?
Gonna take you upstairs.
Han will head up as well.
Bet you are.
Hilara, where are you going? Are you staying up outside or going in?
I am actually going to go over to this tree and climb up and do my
Sweet.
meditative sleep.
Sweet. Algazar, you knock on the door while Han steals the better bed. And
Figures.
He's in there.
Should be nicer to your elders.
You got the last one.
you knock on the door. There's no answer.
I'm going to try to open the door
It's
to look
locked.
in. All right.
Is he there?
No, I don't believe he is, but the door is locked. Well,
Yeah.
perhaps he'll be back. We'll maybe hear him come in. I'm a light sleeper. All right. Well,
All right.
tomorrow's a new day, and I'm going to take the lesser of the two beds, apparently.
All right. Good.
Yeah, maybe this friend is, kind of far away. Maybe he just figures we'll settle in and talk to him in the morning, I guess. I don't.
Yes, it is strange, though. Hilara's right, and your observations are true as well. He's usually here to greet us when we arrive, especially at his call.
It is highly unusual for him not to meet you. And as you've been here, probably maybe a couple hours at this point. And so you would think that'd be plenty of time for if he had business in town or anything like that, that he would be back by now.
Do you think there's something wrong, Han?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I think you've known him a little longer than I have, but
It's true.
yeah,
It's
I guess
strange,
I don't
but
know.
he's...
Would it be worth it to go out and try to find him?
We don't know where he is.
I know we would have to just kind of wander around town.
I think Ulwith can handle themselves in most situations, and if they're with friends, then they are doing something that needs to be done. I think our patience is probably the best course of action.
Yeah,
But I will say this. Sleep with one eye open.
I imagine
dull-
right here, if something goes down, we'll probably hear.
Yes, things can go from dull to interesting rather quickly on the road.
Nima,
I'm
you put
always ready.
those two beds together and they fit your body perfectly. They're exactly what you needed. You think that the one bed would not have been, you've been really uncomfortable, but because you were able to put those two beds together, you're going to have a nice night's sleep.
She's probably going to sleep diagonally.
As if she's done this before. All right. You all retire in the evening. All of you thinking this is highly unusual that Ulwith did not contact you. Some of you probably stay up a little late and still nothing. He would know also what rooms you're in because he got them for you. The night passes uneventfully, and the morning comes. You hear some roosters wake you up as the sun rises.
I feel like Hilara, after doing her necessary 4 hours in her trance,
Sure.
she's been having just the events in the past going through her mind, not really able to even be in a proper trance-like state for the full 4 hours.
Mhm.
So she feels like she needs to go talk to her uncle, and then goes to try to go to his room and then realizes that the door is locked. And she tries to open it with her thieves' tools.
All right. This is, I'm going to say this is before then the sun rises. And
Yeah.
okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a check. Sleight of hand.
17.
17. All right. You jimmy the lock open. It's not that terribly hard. It's a tavern door, or it's an inn door, and it's not terribly well made lock, but it clicks open.
I will walk in, open it, and walk in.
All right. That's what you see.
Oh, no!
You see a small room with a nightstand with a journal, a traveler's backpack in the corner there, and you see Ulwith laying in bed.
Before I completely go in, can I make out anything in the room? Is there light in the room?
There's no light in the room, but you don't need light. There's the light that spills in from the hallway, because the lamps are always on. But the nothing that you can other than what I just described.
Do I get a hint of a certain smell or anything when I walk in?
As a matter of fact, you do. It smells like BO, and it smells like rot, like death. Ever so faintly.
Since my dark vision is 180 feet, I feel like I can definitely see, even with a little bit of light.
Yeah, you can see his
Okay.
his shape in the bed.
Hilara is stunned for a few minutes. She doesn't know whether to scream or to stand there or to go to him, or she doesn't know what to do. This is her adoptive uncle. She's so distraught, but just mind is completely blank at the moment. And then the voice tells her actually to get a move on, to move your ass. So immediately jumps her awake, and she goes and knocks on Algazar's and Han's door and Nima's doors and tells them to wake up and to come to
All right.
Uncle Whit's room.
As you all had drifted off into a nice sleep after worrying for a bit, you are awakened by the knocking on your door. Panic knocking.
Algazar's up
As
fast.
soon as Han hears it, he bolts out of bed.
Okay.
What's going on? And he'll kind of dart out into the hallway.
Okay. Yeah.
Hilara won't say anything. She'll just point into the room that was Uncle Whit's room.
All right. Those of you who can't see in the dark, just the light from the hallway isn't quite enough to get a good view of what's going on in the room. You see like a silhouette of somebody laying in the bed.
There's probably some candles in the rooms or something, Jose. I'd probably...
Yeah, absolutely. There's candles in the room, and you can
Yeah.
actually take one of the lanterns off of the post if you wanted to.
Yeah, I would do that. But I would first rap on Nima's door.
Oh,
Nima.
everybody's in the hallway, I think, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as Nima sees you picking up the light, Nima is going to go straight in, and she wants to make a medicine check because she wants to know what happened, what killed him.
All right.
Yeah, Han was going to do the same. He's got his healer's kit out, and he's in there trying to inspect the body to see what happened, see if he can figure out how he died.
Take care not to
Or he
disturb
is dead,
too
right?
much of the scene.
You see that. That is what you see.
Oh, yeah.
It smells of death in the room, faintly, as you walk in. And that's what you see.
This does not look good. I rolled a 21 for my medicine check.
All right. You're looking him over. He is definitely dead. He has it's probably been dead for a day or two, maybe. And he's got red splotches all over him.
Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed that he was dead. Do we know a sickness or a disease that looks like that? Like, is this contagious?
Well, you got a 21 on your medicine check, Han.
Yeah.
This the only thing you can go off of is these red splotches,
Mm-hmm.
and you seem to recall something. Do you have a history?
Yeah, he's proficient in medicine.
Yeah. This definitely looks like some sort of plague of some kind. If you roll a history check, you might be able to determine more.
Okay.
Can I actually try and assist that, since
Yes, please, because I'm not as good with history.
Because we're like talking to each other and we're trying to it's like what does this look like? Is that an allergy? You think that's a disease? You think that's contagious? Have you seen something like that before?
All right, the two of you are talking now. Alcazar and Hilara, what are you guys doing while those rolls are being made?
Hilara doesn't want to go in there. She's not really wanting to see, what became of her uncle. She just will wait outside, and wait for the prognosis of what they find.
Okay. Alcazar?
And I think Alcazar is probably out in the hallway with Hilara, maybe, like patting them on the back as they are obviously distressed from what they saw. And definitely not going any closer to the body. Should it be, when he hears Nima say, "Do you think it's contagious?" he takes a step back.
Right.
In consulting with Nima, Han got a 17.
17.
History.
The only thing his pallor, his coloration seems to track dying of some sort of contagion. The red splotches, the only thing you've ever heard of that's like that, happened probably 100 years ago, and it was called the Red Death. But that was 100 years ago, and that was in Hook Hill. But again, it's the only thing that really pops to mind with that history check in your medicine roll.
We got a nice close up of Han will pass that off, that information on to everybody. Yep. I mean, I guess it looks a little like that Red Death with these spots.
And as you're looking at him and saying that, he Ulwith lunges at you. And roll me initiative, please.
I was about to cast Gentle Repose. Never mind.
You may still get it. And as this guy's happening, Alcazar's like, "I believe I've heard the Red Death wreaking havoc in the Cairn Hills not too many years back."
Okay, are we all rolling initiative or just Han?
I would imagine all of you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to start rolling physical dice because D&D Beyond has not had me roll anything above a 10 so far. I'm getting the big bag of bad ideas, and I'm done with it. That's a 12. I can switch with no, I have the alert feed, so I can switch with somebody if somebody has one that's way worse. Just if they have an idea of what they want to do. I know what I'm gonna do, which is turn undead, but you know.
All right. We can put your guys. You see the little initiative tracker on the top left? Those two little swords.
Yes.
You can go ahead and type in what you got next to your name. Keep track of initiative that way. All right, Han.
Oh, Han's first. If he's like kind of lunging at us, I think Han's first reaction is just going to be to try to grapple him. So he's going to make an unarmed strike.
Okay.
I'm not seeing the
1
initiative
minute.
tracker, Jose.
Oh, you're not?
No,
I see.
you have to add me to it. I'm not
I
added
see
to
you
it.
in there.
Yeah, your name's on
Okay.
there.
All right, put me down
Try
as a 19
reloading.
then.
Try reloading.
19?
Put me down as a 19.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, so that means
Okay,
Algazar actually.
you're first.
Yeah.
I'll hold my action. I'm not in the room.
You want to swap with Nima, who has that
Nope.
feat?
No, I'm just gonna hold my action.
You would just go at 12. That's what would happen. I would go at your number. You would go at mine.
I also got a 12. So is it according to what stat was it?
Dexterity.
I go first. Okay. Yeah, I have a 16 for dexterity.
All right, so we're gonna go Algazar, who's holding Han, Halara, or Nima. Oh, sorry, Halara and then Nima.
Okay.
So Han, you can do your thing.
Oh, that's not great. It's only an 8.
Does not hit him.
So I rolled a 2. I'm going to try again because I get a bonus action. Unarmed strike. That is a 18 this time.
That hits.
So as a grapple, target must succeed a strength or dex saving throw, which would be my proficiency is 2 plus my dex 14. So a DC 14 save, please.
All right, DC 14 save. No.
Okay. So he is currently grappled.
Okay.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Grappling the plague zombie sounds like a good idea. All right.
Oh, man, what the heck?
He's got him at arm's length, but he's not like
It's not how grappling
bear
works.
hugging. It's not a bear hug.
That's not how grappling works.
Well, you can grab his arm and
It's
kind
a
of
crab
reach
hug.
behind
It's a
him or
crab,
something. Yeah.
All right, Halara.
She, I guess, will hear the commotion going on in the room. She'll stand in the doorway and see what's going on, and that Han has, the zombie now of Uncle With grappled. She'll pull her longbow and she will aim for the head.
Okay. Just shoot him. Poor Uncle With.
No, that's gonna be a 9.
You just couldn't do it, could you?
I couldn't. It's so hard.
All right. Yes, you are probably through the tears in your eyes. Your aim is off, and you hit the wall behind him. Luckily, there's nobody staying in the room next to Nima or Algazar.
My dex is 10, so
Algazar.
you don't want to do anything yet.
Nope, I'm holding.
Okay. Nima, what are you doing?
All right, so Han kind of screwed over her plan because the thing is not gonna run away from us and give us space while it's grappled or touched by him. So let's switch.
This is the first time we're working as a team, so
Yes.
mistakes happen.
It's like I am still learning. Okay. So I think she is basically a little. I did not expect that, So
Yeah.
I am thinking that her immediate reaction is Sacred Flame.
Okay. Run 'em
So
up.
must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh, he actually made that one. He got a 15. So
Okay. That is against 12. All right. So that was that. Yeah.
all right.
Do I have a bonus action? I don't think so.
All right.
Moving
Algazar, anything before the round ends? Dave?
Oh, you're muted.
Unmuting is a free action.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he knows what's going on. He hasn't seen the body. He doesn't understand why his companions are attacking.
Your
Olith.
line of sight
so
from where you are, you can
I don't
see.
think I don't think he's fully aware of what's going on.
Okay, there's a
So-
commotion going on in the room. That's all you
Yeah,
know. at this
and
point.
there's really not enough room, so he's just gonna hang tight.
All right. Back to Han. Actually, no, sorry. He's Han is he's gonna try to escape your grapple. He only got a.
Actually, if he's grappled, would he automatically fail his dexterity saving throw?
Let's see. Conditions.
Why am I just reaching, grasping for straws?
No, let's see.
Cost for those straws.
No. It just makes your speed 0, a disadvantage on attack rolls, and that's about it. It's not
Too bad.
yeah,
It was
it's
worth a try.
not that great. Yeah. Let's see. Does a 13 break the grapple? Andy?
You're muted.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Well, the DC for the grapple was 14. Is it the same DC?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 14.
Okay, so he does not break out of the grapple as he tries to. All right. Then he starts trying to, if you're like grabbing him, he starts trying to bite you. But that'll be next turn. Halara.
I'm going to try to shoot again this time, and try to hit again with my longbow.
Do it up.
I don't think a 12 will hit either.
Nope, it will not. He does have some cover from Nima and grapple. All right, you hit the wall behind him again. Nima.
Right. She is gonna pull her war pick, which is basically, like what you would look in a mine, off her back, and she's gonna try and hit him with it.
Okay.
All right. Come on, this is the way. I'll bury you in the yard. All right. That is an 11 plus 5. That's a 16.
That will hit.
All right. I want to use my bonus action to Searing Smite.
Okay.
So, by that, and then the war pig. Okay, since she's doesn't have her shield, I'm gonna count it as two-handed.
Yeah.
And so that is 13 piercing damage for the pig, for the war pig, and it is 5 damage for
Nice.
the Searing Smite. So that is a total of 18.
18. All right. Very good. You take a chunk out of his chest cavity. It just caves in. And
Don't let it get on you, Han. You don't know how this spreads.
and good hit. We've got Alcazar. Anything?
What are you? Why are you attacking him? What do you mean? Don't get it on you? What's going
He's
on in
dead.
there? He's
Look at him, Czar.
You can take a peek past Halara to see what's in the room.
and she just put a war pick in his head.
In his chest. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot. He has to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if the Searing Smite continues until the next.
Oh, right on. He got a 12.
Well, if it meets it, beats it, then yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so it won't continue.
Okay. All right, Alcazar.
All right. Well, since I haven't seen him he hasn't attacked anybody yet or anything, right?
He's struggling.
He's
He's
just being held
gnashing. He's gnashing at Han.
Wait,
All right. I'm gonna use my psionic whisper, and I'm going to try to speak to this husk of a friend.
Okay.
I need him to make a wisdom save versus
All right.
14.
He rolled a 10.
Okay, so he's going to take 14 points of psychic damage as I
Nice.
try to calm him.
With psychic damage.
Yep.
Make it
Emotional
make
damage.
sense. All right. 14, you say?
Yeah.
All right. How does that end him?
I think his head just explodes in a gruesome mist all over his companions that are in the room.
Excellent. That's probably the best thing that could happen, really.
Just great.
Looks like you got him.
From
Yeah, and if this is contagious by body fluids, you just got all of us.
You don't know what I did. You don't know what I did.
Doesn't matter. It's your fault anyways.
How is it my fault? I'm out in the hallway. You're
Shit
kicking him in the
explodes.
chest.
It's your fault always. Especially
Was
if I can't see what happened.
is Alcazar saying wasn't me? Wasn't me.
Regarding the situation,
Han will just drop him at this point after he.
You dropped him.
He is dead. We don't have to worry about him attacking anybody, staying here at the inn. But I need to know what happened.
I need all of you to roll me a d20, please. Tell me what you get.
We're gonna use the big one. Bring out the big guns.
Where's my new one?
5.
13.
Oh, dude.
9.
Ooh, that's pretty.
20.
Nice.
New dice love me today.
All right.
They saw the mimic box and were like, hell no, I'm not going in there.
What kind of place is this?
What'd you get, Nima?
13.
13. All right. All right. As that happens, like a second after that happens, you hear a door click down the hallway, and you see the young boy sticking his head out from their room, and you also see Winnie
Absolutely
trying to
not.
look down the hallway as well.
It's like mommy voice. Absolutely not. Close that door behind you right now.
Right. As you come out of the room covered in gore and red stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
First thing they hear.
Hey, do you have-
Absolutely not.
They their eyes bug open and they both kind of duck in, just as you see their mom looking down the hallway. Her eyes bug out and she grabs both her kids and you hear the door slam to their room.
Han will turn to Algazar and just be like, can you do that? Can you do a cleaning spell? Can you do that spell that cleans people off?
Why?
Because I'm covered with this ichor.
That might be contagious.
You said something about the Red Death?
Yeah.
Then it's most certainly contagious. It's probably already too late for you. Cleaning off the surface of your skin would not save you.
Would you like me to come over there and give you a hug? Let's see if it's contagious still.
Roll me perception checks, everybody.
All right.
We're bickering like we're polycule. I love it.
6.
16.
16.
What is this for again? Just plain
perception. Just
perception.
Yeah.
21.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Big
24.
All right. There's a few things you all notice in the aftermath of this. One, Nima, you notice that the when he died, the whole battle, and including your wound and his head exploding, has sent sort of this fine red particulate that's everywhere in the room. It's in the hallway. It is unavoidable as far as where you guys are standing, and you also note that there's a journal there on the table, and his backpack is there in the corner. And you don't hear anybody else. You hear like a shuffling coming from one of the other rooms, but nobody opens the door to look outside.
Can I, Alcazar, can you cleanse the air? I don't know if your spell works like that.
It doesn't.
Here's.
I'll reach into the room and I'll take a towel out and I'll just throw it at Nima. Here's a towel.
That will not help.
Halara is going
Wipe
to
your
take
face.
out a handkerchief.
Okay.
You've got it all over your face.
Yeah,
I
Halara's gonna
understand.
take
It's
out
in the air. It's going to get everybody
wipe it.
sick. It's going to get the kids sick.
Halara's going to take out a handkerchief and she's going to hand it to Nima and ask her, please, the journal. Give me the journal. He wrote everything in there.
He did. He was very meticulous with his adventure note taking.
All right. So she will use the handkerchief to pick it up and hand it over. And just the whole time, I'm like, never heard of. What do you mean? This is not going to fix the contagion? Oh my lord!
You see the
no, actually, oh my lady Ula.
Lady Ula.
This is not going to go well. I better get all my lesser restoration spells ready.
The particulates in the, like any dust mite, it's starting to sort of fall and settle on the ground. You grab the journal. He's got his belongings, like I said, are also in the corner there.
Yeah, Han will go over and grab his pack too.
Okay.
While they're at it.
All right.
And Halara will be flipping to the last pages of the journal while he's doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're grabbing his stuff from the room. I assume you're going to close the door behind you.
Yeah. Close the door up, and then I don't know, either in the hallway or kind of the entrance to his room, he's going to start going through his bag.
Okay.
Let's go into the room. Let's bring this inside the room.
All right.
All right.
I feel like we need to secure the door so nobody goes in there, though.
Well, you could just relock it.
Okay, I'll relock it.
All right. You go into one of the rooms. Everybody meeting in one room.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we go in,
yeah.
Nima is just gonna, take a deep breath, and then she's gonna use her drill sergeant voice, and she will call out, roll up a towel and close the gaps on your doors. Do not come out till morning. We don't want you getting sick. We have a situation.
Very nice. You hear a scrambling from the corner room where the family's staying. All right. You gather in the boys' room and you look over the journal. Hilara, as you flip to the last pages of the journal, you realize immediately that they are missing.
I told you things would get interesting, Han.
You weren't wrong.
You note that they're missing. And Han, you're looking through his pack. It's typical for him to, keep all his stuff with him. He doesn't like to put it anywhere else for safekeeping. He carries his stuff with him. And he had said in his letter that he had found some stuff. And all there is in his backpack is the clothes you might expect for him to take, maybe some provisions, some rations, nothing of note, nothing that you would find exploring ruins, nothing interesting enough to write a letter about.
Not much here. Should we? We should probably check his body too.
You do have his armor as well.
Okay.
He's wearing a nightshirt is all he's wearing.
With a big hole in it.
With a big gaping red hole in it.
Well, before we lock up the room, should we check his body first? Just to.
I think we already did.
We already did that?
Yes, you investigated the body before it exploded. It turns out I do have prestidigitation.
Would you mind, honestly, could you just help a guy out real quick?
I'll just snap my
I
fingers.
could have sworn I saw you do it before. That's why I asked.
I've never used it ever. I've snapped my fingers and your face is cleaned off. And then I look at Nima and snap my finger again and...
That's better. I feel like lighter.
You look a lot better.
I feel
okay. It's very... Everybody's crowded in the room, looking through the stuff, getting cleaned off.
Can we do a deeper investigation and see if he hid something somewhere?
In his room?
Yeah.
You can. You got to get Hilara to open that door again for you.
Yeah.
But there is a very important clue. Anyone who knew my uncle knew that he wrote everything down meticulously.
You do actually. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I will say, one of you would have noticed his room key was right on the nightstand, so you could have grabbed it on the way out if you wanted to.
Okay.
Just he might be he might have a cubby hole somewhere with the rest of it.
All right. Well, let's just do another quick search of his room.
Okay.
Since we don't think we got everything.
Do it. Give me an investigation check if you wish.
All right. So Han is going to check like his pockets and stuff.
Okay. Well, he's just wearing a nightshirt. There's nothing.
He's not wearing. Okay.
Yeah. He had gone to bed clearly. His clothes and stuff are in the pack, and his armor, like I said.
Who's our best investigator, Snoopy? Because
probably
we
not
know that. Is it Hilara?
It's anybody with a decent intelligence, probably.
Oh, I only got
a 12.
I got a +1 in investigation. That's it.
So I would probably say either one of you would probably be better than me.
Yeah, because if Hilara is searching, I would like to, just like put a finger on Hilara's wrist and give her guidance for the skill to search the room. So you can add a D4 to your search.
Oh, thank you.
Hilara, go for it.
Okay. So let's see, that's gonna be 13. 16.
16. It's a pretty basic room. It's a bunk with a mattress, or a bed with a mattress, a nightstand, a water pitcher, a bedpan, and that's about it. There's no real place to hide anything in here. You think you have what he had with him in your possession right now.
I will look at everybody and I will say, look, only those who really knew my uncle knew that he wrote everything down meticulously. If they knew, if they did not want to be found or to be named, I would have also torn the last pages out of my uncle's journal. I remember Inez saying that he was here to see friends. I have a giant hunch that we need to go visit them in the morning.
It may be that he's traveling with Gwenders and Freda. They have been by his side many times, but they would not betray him. Nonetheless, perhaps there was something of great value to them as well in the journal, but I do not know where we would find them.
Does he have another place around here, or like a safety hole, or
Like a safe
something?
house or hideout or something?
Yeah,
Olith?
Yeah.
Hilara
No.
might know.
He was pretty transient, so
Mm.
this is a room. This is what he would have done. He would have rented a room, and that would have been his place in town. Because most of the year, he was out of town. He was in the wilderness, so he didn't really keep property per se.
We need to find out where he was before. Where did he get this from and brought it here? These people don't need another time of troubles. They don't need the freaking plague.
Well, if it is the plague, we should probably burn this place to the ground.
We just rebuilt it.
Can Nima remember what's behind the bar? Was there any like rye alcohol, like grain alcohol or something like that?
You just saw casks of mead and the wine. That's all
Right.
they had as far as.
Then she's gonna get out her small bottle of rubbing alcohol she uses, to clean her equipment, and
Sure.
she's at least gonna wipe down the door handle, and then she's gonna start cleaning her own weapons. It's like,
Mhm.
what are we gonna do now? Are we gonna wait for morning? Are we gonna?
There's nothing in the pack to give us any sense of where he might have been recently.
If there was, it's not there anymore. That there should be stuff in there. He would take, he was well known for keeping a field journal, which is when you have on you. He would take drawings, he would take rubbings, he would take artifacts from I guess explorations. None of that is present.
What about his coin purse?
Coin purse is still there.
Okay. Hilara, let me see the journal. I'm going to look in the journal, and I want to look at the last page that is still there and what it says.
So the last page, it talks about running into some. Basically, it's just sort of detailing his time out in the Rushmores, and it details, day by day. Saw this, saw that. He's got a couple of like lodges, hunting lodges that he's made, sort of places to stay out in the field. And the last one is basically just details him about to that he thinks he found a significant structure.
Is there any reference to where the structure is or landmarks nearby?
Just in the Rushmores. If there was a map, and he did draw maps, it's also missing.
Okay. Well, the Rushmores are a massive region. To blindly search for a clue would be very difficult.
15,000
Perhaps
square miles.
15,000 square miles. Perhaps we, it's going to be very hard to rest, but I do need a break. So perhaps we take a break, and then in the morning, we search for some answers from some of the townsfolk. Perhaps they saw who he was with, where he came from. Perhaps he met with one of the merchants in town, the armorer, or the general store proprietor, or something. There's got to be a clue here, but it's not going to do us any good to go knocking around on doors in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And then what we might want to do is move the body away from people before they wake up.
Do you believe it to be contagious?
We can't know.
Then we must dispose of the body perhaps this evening.
Yes, before people wake up, we might have to burn
God damn it!
Oh, the sheets are ruined anyways. We can carry them on the sheet.
All right. Well, then it's our duty to do this for Ulwith.
Roll them up in the
Yeah.
mattress.
Yep.
Yep.
So I
Shove them out the
think
window.
Jose, I think we need to take a break. But what I will
Yes,
say is,
perfect timing.
I think what I would like to do, and with the party's input, obviously, but we roll him up in one of the sheets, or 2 or 3 of the sheets, so that they don't soak
Mhm.
through on us. We take him outside somewhere, and we either bury or burn the body.
Burn.
Yeah, I agree.
You,
So I
you
think
could
that's-
you could walk probably a few minutes out of town and do that
Yeah.
fairly
I
easily.
think that's what we need
Give
to
him
do.
a proper warrior's pyre.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Excellent. All right. With that, your characters will be taking a break after that, and we will be taking a 5 minutes ourselves, and then we'll be back and see the
Fantastic.
ramifications
Oof,
of your
so
actions.
gross
Sweet.
and so awesome. Thank you so much, Jose. We will be back in 5 minutes, folks. Thanks for being here.
Our intrepid adventurers have cleaned up their mess. They've taken their friend's body to the outskirts of town and burned it. Not suspicious in the least. And
As you do.
as you do. And this all happened around 3 a.m. or so, I would imagine. And you make your way back to the inn and get whatever sleep you can until morning time. All right, morning arrives. What are you guys doing?
All right. Well, we better track down these people that Ulwith was with, right? What were their names again?
We could certainly try to. It was Gwenders and Freda.
Gwenders and Freda, that's right.
I would like to maybe talk to some of the local supplies vendors and see if they had heard anything. It was Jose, was Ulwith a particularly religious fellow? Did he have any? No. Okay. I don't think he would have stopped by the temple, but it's possible if there's some sort of plague that he may have sought help from the temple. So it's hard to say, but
Possible.
that might be an option. I don't know where we would find Gwenders and Freda, but perhaps we'll run into them.
Does the town have like a doctor or a healer that we could, pull into this so they can look out for signs of contagion?
That's
You
smart. We should maybe inform the local sawbones of this plague, maybe the temple as well.
You would imagine from your travels in a small town like this, that's a pretty good sized temple for a town of this size. And so you would imagine that the healer and all that is probably the priestess of Beret, which seems to be the only temple in this town.
I would be happy to go speak to the healer if anyone wants to join me, or we could split up. I don't know what you'd like to do, but we should ask around town.
Question?
Yes. Since I was around Olwith a lot, would I know what his two friends look like?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we've met them for sure.
Yeah. And you know, I'll give you this much. You from the conversations you've had, last you heard, they were looking to buy a property here in Orlane, and that might be part of the reason why he met here with them. He was staying at the inn, but maybe they have a home somewhere nearby.
Jose, could we take a look at the town map?
Absolutely.
I think you can also just zoom out and it will show you all the maps next to each other.
It's in a different scene.
Oh,
yeah.
It wasn't a scene. Oh, yeah, it was with the big map. Never mind.
So where's the temple? It's the 21 here?
It's the 21. You are currently on 16. That is the Foaming Mug Inn.
Okay. Cool map. Do we want to split up and cover more territory, or what do we want to do?
Yes, I would like to go look for the two that Olwith was supposed to be visiting.
All right.
Yeah. Mima would want to go to the temple and speak with the healers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
going to say Han would probably want to speak to the healer as well.
Then I'll go with Hilara. You two go to the temple, and Hilara, let's stroll around town a bit and just ask people questions. Anything about the Rushmores? Anything about this skin disease, this rash that we saw upon Olwith? Certainly, if we see someone else with similar symptoms, we should take note.
On our way out, we should probably let the innkeepers know what happened.
Yeah, clean up on aisle 9. Should we meet back here midday? Is that long enough or too long?
Yep, I think that should be fine.
Should be fine, yeah.
It's a small enough town that you could probably walk around the whole thing in about an hour.
Okay.
Let's say the latest. I mean, we can always come here earlier and, see if the others are already done.
Agreed. I like it. We'll meet back here for lunch.
Okay. As you leave, you see Hewitt behind the bar, stoking the fire in the kitchens, and he sort of acknowledges you as you're on your way out, and you tell him what happened, or
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
But he needs to know.
How much do you tell him?
And just be calming, basically. While it's like, yeah, this happened, and it seemed like he might have had a disease, but we're not 100% sure. But we took care of the body, and Algazar cleaned up as best as he could. And it probably, the hallway and the room needs a deep cleaning and, to maybe wear a mask while they clean it. And she's going to try and be as calm and cleric, as she can to keep them from panicking. Might be nothing. Might be just a contact allergy. We don't know.
Could be the red plague as well.
The what?
Pop. Do not listen.
We don't know for sure. But he looked sickly. He was covered with red spots.
He already looked.
Avoid a panic, please.
Hewitt already looks tired, and he's just, as you're telling him this. All right, should we get the cleric?
That's where I'm headed next.
Together, probably inform the constable too, right? I mean,
Maybe Hilara and Algazar can do that on the way while they're looking. I'm not quite sure where the building is. What number would that be?
He starts. Who are you looking for?
The constable. Where is the constable's?
The constable is.
Like, is it on our way to the temple, or is it like out of the way?
No, it's building number 2. So it's on the other side of.
So
if we happen to run into him while we're strolling about, we'll let him know. But if not, I feel like that would be a stop that we could make on the way.
Sir, perhaps you should send someone to the constable. I think that would be appropriate.
He goes, I've got no one to send. It's just me and my wife. We haven't had a cook since he went missing a while back.
Wait, what?
Well, I imagine he just got sick of work.
Sick, you say? He was sick?
No, metaphorically.
What kind of sickness? Did he have red splotches upon his skin?
No, nothing like that.
Milky white eyes. Stand back, man.
Have you heard of anything like this
I'm gonna look at him. Does he have any rashes on his face or exposed skin?
Give me a perception check.
Ah.
Can I do a medicine check too now that we're all panicked?
12.
Sure. Nothing you can see.
How are you feeling?
22 medicine check.
22 medicine. He's definitely suffering from fatigue. He definitely looks fatigued.
Business
His
owner.
I do not see any blotches yet, but you do look tired. Maybe we should do a lot of rest. Maybe you can send one of the kids.
Because, well, I can't be resting now. We've got to clean a mess up upstairs. He goes,
Well, it is mostly clean, but it does need a deep cleaning. But maybe you can send one of the kids to the constable.
I'd rather not get any of my patrons involved in this.
And then Hilara and Alcazar will inform him on the way.
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
He starts picking up some rags and stuff to go clean and coughs a few times.
It appears as though
boots and gloves. Wear boots and gloves while you do it. Strong cleansers, if you have any.
Vinegar. I've got vinegar.
That should do the trick.
Right. You best be about your business then.
And he goes upstairs.
Right.
I want to shower in vinegar now. It is supposed to be good for your hair, though.
He writes. He takes the chalk and he wipes down the menu board and just writes breakfast canceled on it.
All right. We better speak to this healer. Maybe they might have some idea if other people are sick.
And as they're like probably now getting ready to head out, it's like she's gonna fall into a story when they used like vinegar or something on like some foot fungus or something during one of the mercenary things, just telling Han one of her war stories, basically.
All right. Let's do the temple
dreadful.
first. let's do the temple first. Nima and Han are going to the temple. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You get to the temple. It's got pretty nice, well-kept grounds. There's a wall surrounding the courtyard. This is a really nice building, and it looks to have been refurbished in the past couple of years, probably. You go in, and there's not that many people in there, but you do recognize the young lady you had seen the night before. And she sees you walk in. And starts walking in your direction. Can I help you?
Yes, we need to speak to you. Something pretty terrible has happened.
What's your name, son?
My name is Han. This is Nima. We were here to visit with Ulwith. Do you know who he was? Or was? Do you know who he was? He has passed.
Ulwith, he was a local, he was a ranger of a sort, wasn't he?
Yes, we came here to meet him, and, well, long story short, we found him in his room, dead.
In his room?
But yes,
You mean
in his room.
at the inn?
At the inn.
Where is he now?
He looked very sick. He had red spots all over his body, and his eyes were kind of clouded. He was dead, right? He was dead.
Came back
But
very
then he lunged
aggressive.
at us.
What in the holy cow shit?
Right.
What?
Yeah.
He's dead?
Yes. And then
Right.
attacked Han and actually tried to bite him.
So undead, you mean?
Well, we took care of the situation, and then we burned his body out in the field.
Oh, holy
It might be
beret.
contagious.
Not again. God.
Again.
Are you aware of the history of this place? Yes?
Yes.
Did it have anything to do with spots and zombies and
No,
whatnot?
nothing like that. Well, zombies, yes. No spots, though. She
Do
says,
you know of anyone else who is sick?
none that have come through the temple.
Okay.
Where's this body?
Burned.
We
Burned
figured
where?
we'd-
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
That-
describe where it is.
He says, she says, downstream, I would hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Nowhere close to the water.
No, not near the water.
Good.
No.
But we might want to check up on the innkeeper. He seems very fatigued. He doesn't have any spots yet. I could not tell, but he's very tired and he's starting to cough.
He says, well, I don't have any experience. There is no plague that's ever passed through here.
Maybe it's in your SOPs.
I'll go, I'll take a look at him. What else I can do?
There was also a family with 2 children upstairs that you might want to check on.
All right,
Strengthen their health.
Maybe they should. Maybe they shouldn't be in the inn anymore.
Do you guys have a library? Or maybe we can do some research on this disease or
Well,
the history.
You're looking at her. She says, well, unfortunately, the library was destroyed 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Says
Jeez.
the priests that used to reside in this temple were members of the cult, and they are all deceased now. So this has been newly christened to Beret, and I'm it.
Are you able to do a sending spell to your superiors? We might have to inform and ask for more help if this actually turns out to be contagious.
Superiors was this the temple of Beret. It's goddess of agriculture and the hearth.
Another temple that has a more senior priest.
None that can
Yes.
make it here in any amount of time. Says, have you talked to the constable?
Now we came here first. Our friends are talking to the constable.
Right then.
Do you know anything about what happened to the villagers before,
She goes,
during those times?
she points to that scar above her lip. It's a pretty big scar right above her upper lip. And she says, yes, I lived it. She says, well, I'll tell you my story. And this temple that you're standing in, the high priest was manipulated and became a member of this cult, as did all his acolytes. They tried to turn me, but I wouldn't. I resisted their attempts, and they jailed me below. She points down to the floor. She says, that's how I got this. But thanks to some intrepid adventurers, we were able to get me out. So, yeah, it's nothing to do with the plague, though. Why do you ask?
We heard before that some of the town's people were almost like possessed in some way.
Yes, that's true.
What happened to them?
Well,
What did that look like? I guess I'm wondering.
it looked like parents taking their children out into the Rushmores and giving them over to this reptilian creature that manipulated minds. And certain children succumbed, certain ones didn't. Because my parents were not fortunate. Or they didn't have the mental fortitude that I did, unfortunately.
So other than doing stuff they would normally never do, they didn't look any different or act any different?
Oh, they acted very different. But they didn't look any different, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the plague, though. That wasn't it.
Okay.
So
All
there,
right.
there was a cook at the inn, and he's been missing. The innkeeper said he might have just left, but what if he was also sick and he just died somewhere?
Guess that's always a possibility. I haven't seen Newell in weeks. He's a young man. He
You didn't come for treatment, or you didn't notice him being sick at all?
No.
All right. Well, we can hope that that's unrelated then. Hopefully. Any other missing people?
Missing people recently?
Yes.
None that I know of.
That's good then. That's good.
She looks down the hill towards the town. Goes, I mean, half the town is still missing, but nothing recently.
Yeah. Also, any livestock or any animals dying mysteriously?
No,
Right,
nothing I can recall.
might not jump over then. All right. Okay. Wow. All right, we will have some more investigating to do. It would be very appreciated if you could check on the innkeeper and his wife and the family upstairs, especially the two children.
What else am I doing?
Could you tell us where this cook that works in the inn, where he lives? Does he live around here somewhere?
Newell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he lived. She tells you the house he lived in. His like mine. His parents were killed 3 years ago.
You might want to check out his home then.
If he is indeed sick, maybe we should check on him in case he is in the same condition we found Olwith.
Well,
and violent.
Be my guest, one plague victim at a time.
Just beware if you find any of these, somebody that looks dead, covered with these marks. They might not be. They might be dangerous.
Yep.
They might be undead. Is that what you're saying?
They might be undead and try to attack you and possibly bite you.
Yes. Well. Wouldn't be my first time.
Just if you find any, let us know and don't get too close.
She gives you she looks up at you with this sort of almost pouty look. She says, "I know how to take care of myself. Thank you."
All right.
That's good, but you don't need to. That's what we're here for. You are not replaceable here.
She says, "Oh, thank you."
Duty over pride.
She says, I'll get my way to the inn. You should probably head out and find Newell, whoever you're going to find.
Yeah, go to his house.
You might want to talk to the constable. Oh, you said your friends are already on their way, huh?
Yeah, we might want to check the cook's home.
All right. Well, good luck. You'll know where I'll be.
Thank you for giving us your time. And then, if this is the end, the next story is where she learned that saying, from which other veteran mercenary she learned, duty over pride. Poor Han is going to be like, yeah. Oh, really?
she gets her pack together and heads off towards the inn. Let's go to Hilara and Algazar.
It's a terrible thing. Are you okay?
Would anyone really be okay after witnessing something like that, especially to what someone would consider a family member, close family member?
Of course not, Hilara. It's a pleasantry. It's a gesture of kindness. Are you okay?
At the moment, no. But once we start getting answers, I feel I will feel better. Maybe.
I'm gonna stop walking and just kind of stop Hilara and just kind of turn to look. You were the closest to Ulwith of all of us, and he was like your family. I know that you grieve, and we will find answers together. We will figure out what happened. I promise you that.
And I know you follow through on your promises, Czar. And I appreciate you being here for me.
Of course. I will not leave your side. We should...
I'll playfully elbow him as if I'd let you.
Of course. Perhaps we should look for this constable, but let's keep our eyes open as we stroll about. There might be clues lurking.
Agreed. I will definitely...
Go ahead.
I'll have my eyes peeled as well. I want to see if Whip's friends are here and see if I see anything unusual in the town.
Yes, keep an eye open for Gwenders and Freda. And let's make our way to the constables, but there's a few interesting places I'd like to look at this. I'd like to look at this ruins. There's, Jose, on the map, there's a... I know we're headed towards the location number 2.
Yep.
But there's also a couple of other ones along the way. In particular, number 6, I think I would want to take note of.
Mm-hmm.
The ruins themselves. But just looking about, are there any people that look sick? Do we see Freda and Gwenders? Do we, any familiar faces?
No, the only one is maybe Garen,
the half-orc?
the carpenter. Yeah.
And where is he located at?
I think that's 15, right behind the inn.
Okay.
And you guys are basically walking over that little footbridge that goes over the little stream.
Mm-hmm.
And walking towards that part of town. Everybody seems to be going about their business. Not a lot of people out. It's pretty early in the morning. The farmers probably that are out of town are probably at work already. But the people in town, there's very few of them out and about. You walk along. Everything seems fairly normal for this time of day in a town this size. You do see some houses are still boarded up, but the houses that are occupied seem to be operating normally. You get to number 6. That is, as you approach it, you're like, oh, yes, you remember from your history check earlier, you remember the name of the stout. This was the Golden Grain Inn, and it obviously suffered. This happened. It is completely burned and sunken into the ground as if there was a whatchamacallit, a sinkhole. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Yes, as if there was a sinkhole. So the whole building is basically half into the ground and burned. And
is this one of the only sites, Jose, that hasn't been reclaimed in town?
There's a few houses that are boarded up. Most of the houses have now, new residents.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a handful that are still boarded up and abandoned. This one is completely wrecked. Nobody has even tried to do anything with this. And it's a fairly big structure, but it is completely gone. And it looks like as you walk past it, something bad went down here. But But across the street is the barracks, which are currently empty. As the constable said, the soldiers are out on patrol and will often be out for days or weeks sometimes, and they're currently away. Number 2 is the constabulary, and as you get up to the constable, he is the halfling is opening the door as if he is about to go for a walk, and he sees you approaching. Oh, hello there.
I'll elbow Halara to do the talking.
Constable, it's good to see you again. I hope everything is well on your end.
He goes, Hilara and Algazar, right? Is that right?
Oh, you have a very good memory.
Well done. Very impressive.
Comes at the line of work. What can I do you for?
Well, we had a slight incident at the inn last night. The person who, yes, depending on how you take it. We had my uncle who we were supposed to meet. He ended up, and I'll like whisper it because I don't really want anyone to overhear and possibly get frantic. He had died and then he had come back to life, and apparently there was red, rashes all over his body, and we ended up having to unfortunately dispose of him. We did burn his body away from the village, but we thought you should be informed.
He looks down the street. There's nobody in this area, and he goes, Are you saying he's a plague victim?
Oh, we
yes,
think so. Yes,
it's possible, Constable. What do you know of this plague? We are obviously concerned that it may have spread, but we want to know its source.
Oh, you've got me. I've not heard anything about any plague in the area. This
Nothing.
is the first I've heard of it.
Sure? Then
Why
were you so
his head
quick?
again?
Why were you so quick to suggest it was a plague? We had not said anything of the sort.
He says, because that's why they pay me the big bucks, right? I put clues together. Huh? You described what he looked like. He blotchy skin. He was deceased when you found him. Sounds like a plague or some sort of contagion to me.
Indeed it does. And you've not heard of anything, perhaps...
This is the first I've heard of it.
You haven't
Sir,
gotten any inklings of more sick and weird diseases?
No, not around here.
Sir, do you know people by the name of Gwenders and Freda, companions of Ulwith?
Sure. Yeah.
And do you know where they could be found?
I don't know where they are currently, but I can tell you where they live.
That would be splendid.
He points back towards building number 9.
Okay.
Also, just to appease my curiosity, that building over there where it looks like there's a sinkhole. What did that used to be?
Oh, that used to be the Golden Grain Inn. Yeah. Yeah, terrible thing that collapsed during the Troubles here 3 years ago. It was burned down, then exploded, all sorts of stuff. From what I hear, I wasn't here at the time.
Exploded?
Yes, adventurers, much like yourselves, they found a whole whirl of tunnels down below, and there was a big kerfuffle and such, and the place went up. And then it went down, as you can see.
Is that the reason why you haven't tried to rebuild?
Oh no, it's very unsafe. Very unsafe.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about that.
Mayor said something about probably filling it with rocks at some point, but no, haven't gotten around to it.
Constable, you would do well to keep an eye out for
always keeping an eye out, son.
For anyone displaying symptoms such as those that we described to you.
Red blotches, yes. Anything else?
If you see Gwenders and Freda before we do, please tell them that we are looking for them, and you know where we're staying.
Righto, Alcazar, yes I do.
This is not good. Not good at all. We'll need to. Have you informed the Siri? Have you informed Siri? The priestess of Beret.
Yes, our companions are visiting with the healer right now.
That good. Right. I'll ask around.
You should do that, sir, and
Oh,
let
I
us
will.
know let us know what you hear.
You do likewise.
We will be sure to do so.
All right. He goes back in his office as if to get some stuff.
I don't like this chap, Hilara. Not one bit.
I was just fixing to mention that to you as well. He seemed very calm when
Too
he heard
calm.
about us.
He
Yes.
also jumped to the conclusion of a plague rather quickly, which is a bit strange, I think.
That was very unnerving.
Well, let's go call upon Gwenders and Freda and see if they're home and they have answers for us.
Okay, you
Agreed.
you walk over to Gwenders and Freda right off the little mill pond there. You knock on their door. No answer. This is a very small cabin, probably just big enough to fit two people. And you knock, no answer.
I'm going to pull out a little scarf from my pack and I'm going to tie it around my face.
Okay.
And I'm going to sort of gesture to Hilara and then I'm going to push the door open.
Okay. The door is locked.
If you wouldn't mind, Hilara.
Yes, I will use my thieves' tools to unlock it.
Okay. Give me a roll.
17.
You open that lockup.
I'll take a look inside before entering. Just kind of
All right.
holding the door open and peeking inside.
The door
Hello?
creaks open. You see a main room. You see two doors off of it. The main room contains the living room, the kitchen area, all as one big sort of studio type setup. No answer. It's very quiet. It's tidy.
Does it smell?
Does not smell.
Okay, that's a good sign. At least the reek of death does not assail us immediately. I'll step inside.
Okay.
And start looking around.
Looks like it has been, like many buildings, recently or in the past, year or two, refurbished. It is, sparsely appointed, but about what you would expect from Gwenders and Freda. And do you open the other two doors?
Absolutely.
Same procedure.
Thorough search.
Yep. You open up. There's two rooms. One looks like a bedroom, and one looks like maybe it was being used as a sitting room or office. Nobody in there. No smell. Everything is tidy.
Journals, books, parchment.
You find some things that fit that description, but nothing that tells you
Maps.
anything. There are maps, but they're fairly general. You do see. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
And also, the other question I had for you, I'm gonna do that. Does it seem like they had been here recently, or does it look like no one's been here for some time? 19 total on the investigation.
That's what the investigation will roll would tell you. That
Okay.
No, nobody seems to have been here recently.
So if Hilara, help me here. If our innkeeper mentioned that Ulwith had been to see friends nearby, it doesn't look like anyone's been here in days. What do you make of that? Do you think there's some other meeting place, perhaps other acquaintances or friends of Ulwith in this town besides Freda and Gwenders?
I'll give you this with your 19 as well. You do note that their armor, packs,
and possibly a couple of spots where they might have kept journals and whatnot are not there.
So it looks like as though they left with their gear. Okay.
Yeah, which tracks with what you know of Ulwith's, writings. If they were with him, then they would have, have been gone all this time, the time that he was gone as well. So probably weeks or months.
I wonder if Uncle got here and realized they weren't here and then it waited for us to arrive.
But he only sends for us when he has something, at least in my experience, he's only called to me when there's been something of importance to share, a discovery, or something of interest. This seems odd.
His letter was that he had gotten back. If he went out with his friends, then he came back without them, or they're gone on their own trip of their own.
Perhaps this has nothing to do with Gwenders and Freda, but I think it's too coincidental that we would be called to this town where they have an abode. Something is not adding up here, Hilara.
There are a lot of puzzle pieces we're missing. Still missing a few.
Are there any secret, can we find any secret hiding spots? Floorboards that might be loose, secret compartments in desk drawers or anything on the walls?
I'll count that as part of your investigation. You don't see anything like that.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. Nothing in the small cabin detects as magical. If there was, it looks like either they or somebody took the stuff with them. Because like I said, their weapons, their armor, their packs, possibly some journals are missing from the house. And have been for at least weeks.
Hilara, do you think weeks, you say, Jose?
Yep.
Hilara, I know you are a skilled tracker, but do you think we could find sign of them this far behind their path?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to try.
My guess is that they're somewhere in the Rushmores. But
possibly.
That's a mighty big area.
That's a mighty big area.
Well, I feel like that's our next destination after here.
I mean, to wander into the Rushmores without a distinct location in mind is, well, it's to end up lost and wet, perhaps gangrenous between the toes.
Well, you call that, what you call it. I call that fun.
Give me an insight check as you ponder this question.
Both of us?
Both of you, yep.
19.
Nice.
A 9.
9, all right. With a 19, as I said before, Ulwith kept meticulous maps and such, and he would have them on him at all times. They're missing from his pack, and the room that he was in, where you would suppose that he would have had the stuff because his pack was still there, was locked. Yet the stuff was missing.
So either that means that Ulwith hid the items outside of the room. You checked the room thoroughly, did you not? You and Han?
You're 100% sure that he would never do that. He liked to keep stuff. If banks existed, he would not be the kind to put money in the bank. He would keep it in his mattress. So he would have his stuff on him at all times.
Unless he gave it to someone.
He would not be the kind to do
Seems
that.
unlikely.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say what Uncle was doing and thinking at the time. Sometimes he can be very eccentric.
Well, especially he was sick. If his mind was
That
afflicted
too.
as much as his skin and other things.
And
It pains me to.
and recall that the journal pages were missing.
Yes, that the pages in the journal missing. That is really stumping me. Who knew my uncle that well to know that he wrote everything down and to tear out the last couple of pages?
I regret that I'm even thinking this currently, but I will say it out loud because it's just the two of us here. It is possible, given the condition of the room, the locked door, the key on the nightstand, no forced entry, that the individuals who absconded with pages from the journal and possibly maps were those who would have a key to the room. And I can only think of 2 people that would have such a key. Mr. and Mrs. Innkeeper. I think it's time for a little bit of a shakedown.
All right. What are you guys doing?
If that is what you suggest, I will back you.
I'm not sure Nima and Han will go for it, but it may be our next.
Why?
Perhaps.
If we tell them why, I think that they would. What evidence we have found? We just need to get together. We need to tell each other what we have found, and then tell them our suggestion, and then we'll go from there.
All right. You were meeting back up at the inn, were you not, with your friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You do so. You're back at the inn. You're all together again.
We'll kind of spend a minute kind of letting them know that we met with the I forgot her name already.
Siri.
Cyril. And told her about what was happening and asked her if we had if they had encountered anything like this before, and that wasn't the case.
Quick question: are we all back in the room together?
Well, when you get back to the inn, I'm going to assume you're sort of downstairs still. You see Siri and the family are outside of the inn, and she's sort of just talking to the parents, checking the kids, that sort of thing.
I would suggest we all go up to the room to talk privately. And as soon as we get to the room, I'm going to cast alarm on the door.
Okay.
And anyone who enters into the ward or touches it, an alarm will sound off.
Okay. You guys are in the room, in the boys' room, since it seems to be the meeting place.
Yeah, and we would also tell them that where the cook left, and that we still wanted to go check that out. To see if he actually left or if there's another undiscovered body.
Right. Yeah, we should probably check on that cook.
Let me tell you my theory, and I will explain to them what I think is a possible next step. And that's why I think we need to have words with the innkeeper and the innkeeper's wife. Perhaps with the constable present, perhaps not. I don't know yet, but I believe there may be a connection.
Well, if he died of a sickness, unless the sickness was inflicted upon him.
I'm not saying that the innkeeper killed the man. I'm saying simply that they took what would have been in his possession.
It's quite possible.
Now, there's two
The
ways to go
innkeepers may
about
not have-
this. There's two ways to go about this. One would be to interrogate the innkeeper and then the innkeeper's wife, or vice versa. The other would be to have our friend Hilara take a bit of a sneak about, look through their living quarters to see if there's anything that doesn't quite belong to them. Perhaps both.
If you have any doubts about this, the innkeepers may, I agree with Czar, the innkeepers may not have been the ones who actually murdered him or spread this disease, but they are not innocent. And I would be more than happy to snoop around.
Nima, I know that you perhaps steer away from these types of confrontations. I think it is warranted. I think we can do this in a tactful way. I'm certainly not suggesting anything aggressive, but I think that we can learn quite a bit by simply asking the questions, perhaps also occupying their time while Hilara pokes about. But I would need you both to be in agreement with this. I would not go and do this without full cooperation from the team.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. Currently, the situation is it's morning time. The inn seems to be temporarily closed. The innkeeper, Hewitt, is, you think you heard him sort of in the back wringing out rags and stuff and such. And you know that their residence is the farmhouse across the way, across the street. Which you would imagine that's where Enos is.
Then we're doing this. Okay.
What are we doing?
We're going to question the innkeeper and the wife while Hilara sneaks around their abode and sees if they're hiding things that belong to Ulwith.
Okay. Currently, at this time of day, you would imagine Enos, the wife, is at the abode, probably sleeping.
Yeah, we might want to wait till later in the day for that when they're both
We
working.
don't have time to wait. I think we will fetch the wife.
Okay. Is that what you're doing first? Or are you going downstairs and talking to Hewitt first?
I mean, here's what I'm suggesting. We can do whatever we decide, but I'm suggesting we go down, we talk to Hewitt, we tell him to fetch his wife.
Okay.
We have Hewitt and the wife sit down and we ask them some questions while Hilara goes over to the house and searches for stolen goods.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
And if need be, not with them, I don't think they need it. I am able to cast Zone of Truth if, we need it down the line with somebody who's more shady. But I don't think we need that with these two.
Yes, I agree. Let's see if we get a sense that they're hiding something first.
Yes.
Agreed. That is a powerful magic that you wield. Han, are you okay with this? Do you have any other ideas?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Should I help with the searching, or should I help with the questioning?
It's entirely up to you, sir.
Hilara
might use some help, I suppose. It's a large, it's kind of a larger house, isn't it, Jose?
Yeah, it's a good-sized farmhouse. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to cast Disguise Self as Inez, to where if anyone did happen to see someone poking around in there, it wouldn't be so suspicious.
Very
Excellent.
cool.
I definitely can't do that. So
Yeah. Are you going to do that?
I can be a little sneaky when I want to, but
Are you going to do that? I would imagine when you get to the house, not in the inn itself. Okay. All right. You first line is you're going down to get to tell Hewitt to go get his wife. Is that what you're doing first?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's wringing out some rags. He's in the back, actually. There's a little yard area, and he's wringing out some rags. And he says, "What do you want Inez for?"
Hewitt, we have questions to ask you and your wife. It's important.
What? Yeah, it might help us.
Oh, okay.
We would really appreciate it.
Well, she's sleeping, but if it's important, it seems to be very
We
important.
do insist.
Very, very good. And he wrings the last rag and he trudges over, coughs a couple times, and trudges over to his farmhouse door. And you see him go in. And a couple minutes pass. 5 minutes pass. 8 minutes pass.
This is taking some time.
It's been 8 minutes. It's been 10 minutes.
They
12
live right across the
pass.
street, right?
Yeah, they're right there. 15
We
minutes
should go look
pass.
for ourselves. Let's go
Let's
now.
go.
Okay.
It's like, this is as long as we're willing to
It's
wait.
getting
Hit the
on.
clock. Hit the clock. 15. You run.
Super sus.
You hustle over to the farmhouse. The door is not locked if you check it.
Hello.
Hewitt. Inez.
There's no answer.
God damn it.
You open the door and you see that the house looks about as bad as you would expect a house that's been abandoned for 3 years or more. Look,
What's
Disgusting.
this place?
there's dust. Like the furniture is kind of mildewy. Nobody's used it in a long time.
Where are they staying? They can't be staying here.
You saw him go in.
Is
Can
there
we
is there a
see-
cellar or an attic?
Yeah, you look around. You go towards the kitchen area. You see a cellar door that is currently open.
Are there footsteps in like the dust in the grime of an abandoned house that lead to this cellar door?
Yep. You see that there seems to be the only place there is no dust is the area between the front door and this cellar door.
See, Han, I told you things would get interesting.
And
What
that
do you
is
think is down there?
Nothing
that is a good place to end it, I think, for today.
Fuck yeah. Here we go, baby.
Go
Thank
in.
you, Jose. Awesome. Freaking
you,
innkeepers,
guys.
That
man.
was awesome.
This can only be bad.
Yeah, evil innkeepers.
Evil
Be careful
innkeepers.
when you're staying at the inn. They'll steal your-
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you guys. That was really, really fun. Thanks to the chat for hanging out with us. Let's go around the table and say our goodbyes. We'll start with Andy G3D this time. So I don't forget you. I apologize.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Andy G3D here on Twitch and other places around the internet. You can find me here every Tuesday, most Tuesdays anyway, playing in this game and in our upcoming Shadows of Greyhawk that we will be coming back to later this year. But yeah, thanks, Jose. This was a lot of fun, and I really, really appreciated the character art. The NPC art was awesome. Particularly, Dave, you
So
should get
good.
another image of that on the map screen there.
That's
It adds a lot
good.
to the story. I love it.
Thank you, Andy. Let's jump next to
Yeah.
Coco.
Yes. Thank you so much, Jose. That was awesome. I'm really looking forward to next week. I cannot wait to get into like the real first battle. Yes, thank you again for the character arts. It's amazing. They all look so they all look so good. But oh my gosh, what's going on this week? I have a game tomorrow on Stronghold D&D. I have a game on Thursday for Stronghold D&D. I'll be streaming Friday, doing some spoopy games since it is the month of October and it is birthday month for me. And then
Ooh.
Saturday we'll be on Lord Gazumba's channel, picking up the Barbarian arc. And Sunday we'll be resting.
nice.
Day of rest is always needed. Don't wear yourself out.
Yeah.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Thank you, Coco, for being here. Let's go next to Vivesha.
Hi, I'm Vivesha or Vivi. You can find me all over the internet as Vivesha, on Discord, on Blue Sky. I also have a vivesha.contact in .bio page, for some of the older stuff. Right now, I am working with the nice people from Nerds with Dice, where we're hopefully going to put on an All Hallows 13 nights game marathon, and I will be running the last one shot of my 4-part season of Viltime, which is a North Gothic kind of Witcher, kind of Bloodborne, Shield Maiden campaign. It's not really a campaign. It's 4 one-shots that I wrote.
Nice.
And that will be on the 30th at 8 p.m. on Nerds with Dice. And then, there will be more games that I'm hopefully going to be playing. And I'm going to be here hanging out and doing crazy stuff on Tuesdays for the next, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
For the next 3 weeks. And then in early November, I'm going to be raising some money for Extra Life on Valdrian's channel.
Sweet.
Keep an eye out for all the shenanigans.
And Vivi, I have a link to your Blue Sky. Is that a great place for people to find out about all the stuff? You have a lot going on.
Absolutely.
Right.
The link to the contact and bio is in there, and I scream into the void a lot on Blue Sky.
Okay, that's what social media is all about, I guess, these days. All right, well, thank you very much. It's so great to have you back on the channel and playing with us. I love Nima. Nima's great. I can't wait to see Nima crush some people. Crush the bad guys. All right. Last but not least, Jose, thank you so much for pulling this together and writing this adventure. And as Andy said, the artwork, of course, is absolutely fantastic. I love what you all the creativity that you bring to these games. So thank you very much. Where can people find you, and what do you have going on outside of this?
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. I'm not on social media too much other than screaming into the void on Instagram. Not much art on there, but you can find my website on the little sidebar there, where you can find my art. I will be very busy for the next few months writing for the Realms Bound project, a little Ed Greenwood collaboration project, and for Legacy of Greyhawk, which is coming up next year as well, and doing art and prepping this thing for the next 3 weeks. So that's what I'll be doing. But thank you guys again. This was a blast having you guys come along for this little intro ride. I wasn't sure how far we'd make it today, but this is interesting.
Yep.
Good times.
Freaking innkeepers, man. It's always the innkeepers. Yeah. Jose, thank you so much. Absolutely fantastic kickoff to this creepy October series. As the folks here stated, we will be playing in this Greyhawk Unearthed throughout the month of October on Tuesdays. Really excited that we've got we're back with some awesome Greyhawk adventures. So that will continue out through the rest of this year as well. And then on Thursdays, we have our Nuvarn game going on 2 more weeks. So until the late October, and then we'll be kicking off, after that ends, we'll be kicking off a 3-part series with Penborough in the House of Eidolon system and game setting, which is absolutely fantastic. So very excited about that. Lots more to come. I think we have a Root game coming up after the new year. We've got more House of Eidolons. We've got some superhero games coming up and other stuff. So keep an eye out. If you want to learn more about what we have going on, I think the best way to do that is to connect with us on Discord. We're not really doing a whole lot of screaming into the void anymore. We kind of gave up on the social media for now. So if you want to connect with us, Discord is the best place. It's a nice, safe place where we can hang out with like-minded nerds and talk about TTRPGs and coffee and baked goods, and check out all of Vivi's awesome memes that she's dropping in the chat. So come on over and hang out with us. That's the best place to find us. We really appreciate you very much. And we are going to raid into our friends over at Darling Creep Show. So hang tight, my friends. I'm going to kick it over to the end screen, and then we're going to raid. So stick around for just a couple more seconds. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.